Hello everybody, and welcome back to a brand new video. Real quick, don't click off. I want to apologize for the very extended break I've taken. It wasn't intentional, it just school got in the way and I had no time. And I hope you can understand I've been focusing on school a lot in these last couple weeks. I just had an SOL the other day. It's like big final test. So yeah, I'm just sorry it's been a while, but hey, let's just get back straight into it with the layouts, and I'll even show you some new items I got while doing this layout, which I got a long time ago, like a month or two ago. I just never got around to showing. Anyways, let's just come up. I'll move this piece of track. I put the camera on just to make it so it wasn't like that. Good idea. Okay, so let's just get into the flat. So this sled doesn't take up my entire carpet. We have space over there and some space over there too. But I'm really happy with this layout. Let's just get into it. So we're gonna start right here at Wellsworth, where we have, I'm gonna call the OC bridge. OC was like own character, if I'm not mistaken. So here at Wellsworth, we have my OC, Barry. He just says big tender engine. Then we have a slightly smaller tender engine, Reginald. It was a Brio Mighty Red Express engine or something, and I slapped on a James tender with him. Fun story, so remember my Barry used to have this random, coal car? Well, then a while later, I went to my cousin's, and he had a bunch of, old Thomas Wooden Railway stuff. And I found it and asked if I could have it, and he agreed. So it's very nice to have his actual tender. I'm not sure if it's his tender, but it fits him well enough that I'll allow it. We actually have one character that nobody really knows about because I haven't mentioned it, but this is Samantha. She's a high-speed diesel, sort of like who am I thinking of? Pip and Emma, but she's only one engine. So she's sort of like Daisy, and she can carry some passengers in her, and then she has two extra coaches of the same color palette. If you remember, this was one of my old express coaches, and then Samantha and this other one I also asked my cousin if I could have. And then that small Knapford tunnel I have, I don't know if I showed it off. I should have. That small Knapford tunnel, I also asked if I could have that from him. So, yeah, and then a T-switch. He doesn't play with it anymore, but that's just what he thinks. I mean, that's just him. Anyways, let's just get started, and so we'll show off a new guy real quick. Well, not new, but you get the idea. Diesel. Hey, wait a minute. That's the new 2022 Diesel. Let's out the way real quick. So just a quick overview. Here's the face. The detail on these guys are absolutely insane. And what I love is how the wheels aren't as fat as you'd expect them to be. I mean, the detail on them is just, I'm blown away by it. I found very little critiques with them. The only one I have is he just barely, it's a bit tight, but he still can fit to the dumping depot, which I do have over there on this layout. But even then it works. It's more annoying with Fergus or Reginald, because Reginald's back wheel's a bit wide and it's got the rubber on it and everything, but anyways, that's not a huge deal. So let's get into a look at this yard real quick. So, right here we have a T-switch. There's a signal, and then we go on this switch. There's Percy. Go over to the bottom of the dumping depot with the offset lumber mill and Wilbur and some log cars being loaded and a bit of supplies here, some coal here. And then we go back into all these sidings. Let me just straighten these out real quick. We've got some milk tankers, the construction cars, and I actually just recently found this out. This isn't actually gravel or ballast. This is actually sand. And I guess that makes sense. I was looking at the box earlier today. Yeah, I found this out today. It's actually sand and not ballast, but oh well, we're gonna pretend it's ballast. And then we have Philip, who accidentally crashed some cars. over here, if you go on this track, then this track, you'll come to the work shed, engine shed, whatever you want to call it. We have Duck and Oliver, and Duck being looked at by some workmen. He must not be feeling good. And then we have Oliver. I can't find Toad for whatever reason. I'll find him eventually. Anyways, let's see, which line do we want to go on? I'm gonna save the docks for last. So let's go this way. There's a track right here. So we go under a bridge. I'm gonna switch actually, just Stepney. And don't mind the mess around the layout. I just finished this today, and I've been wanting to get this out, so I just didn't bother cleaning up a bit of it. So then we go around, and just real quick, can we take a minute to appreciate this big section right here? So we've got a triple layer, we've got a track going under, we've got a track going over the under track, and that wraps down up onto a viaduct with another track going over the track that was going over the track. And then we come to a switch, and under that switch is a four-way like crossing track, and that goes along the Hero, around, up Gordon's Hill to Gordon, and that goes down towards the docks, but for now we're going to go back, and we're going to go this way on the line instead. We come to Spencer on the trees of the track. We keep on going. And here we've come to Caroline and her master, as it would seem she's broken down the crossing. Here's Toby and his windmill. Let me flip him around real quick so you can see him. There you go. And here we have the Vicarage Orchard. There's Trevor, and I put a flatbed on him. Then we head around through a single zone tunnel, and that's a coach. Uh-oh, looks like Thomas had an accident. Hey, wait a minute. That Thomas doesn't look normal. Oh, right. I showed this off in my Christmas video. It's my mud cover Thomas. I want to say this is from Hero of the Rails, but there is no jam on it. I feel it would make more sense for like the Great Discovery or something. If you could correct me on that, I would love that, please. So then you go on this T-switch up to Molly, and under is Henry. Through the middle where we have Winston, there's Reginald, and that obviously routes back up to the viaducts. And here we go across and we've got James with the long goods trains, a bunch of box fans. I'm crawling around on my knees at the moment, so give me a second. And here we are at the top of the dumping depot. No one's up here except for Neville, and he doesn't have like a car he could put in. I mean, I guess. Yeah. Then we're gonna go, let's go, excuse me, Barry's line. So that goes under, just give you an idea. So there's Wellsworth right there, actually. And funny thing is, the stop sign doesn't actually open all the way, because if you watch carefully, it actually hit Barry and Reginald, and it slightly shifted him, but not enough to cause much delay. This has been up for like a week or two now, and I've just added onto it slowly. Redesigned the quarry and other things, added things, removed things. So that goes under. He's pulling a coach actually, and then you go under Gordon. So nobody's actually under here. So yeah, there's Henry. And then we actually come into the quarry. Oh, I knocked a tree over 1 moment. Alright. We knocked a bunch of trees over in this section. But here we are at the quarry. So we have Ben, Bill, Mavis, and then we have Thumper drilling right at some rock. I put that in front there. And I can't find my boulder also. So I just put that Fossil Run Discovery thing there. Whatever, from the Fossil Run set. There's a smaller boulder mountain. And then there is the Echo Tunnel. Got a couple switches in here. I actually like how that turned out. And that just goes along to this line. This connects back up to the T-switch. And that goes around to the docks that went to Lake of People. And then that switch goes over Gordon's Hill. And then the bigger one goes over the viaducts, around the corner, and then past Reginald. So let me stand up and actually walk over, because now we make it to the docks. Alright, so I'm going to sit on my bed real quick and just zoom in a bit. So here we have Bulstrode. He's sitting at the boat dock. Nothing's happening. I'm just going to shift him with my foot. There we go. And there's Ryan with the honey car. There's Cranky, and then there's the dock building. And that might, I think that's going to conclude the layouts. So, I'll just stand up and I'll give you a quick overview. Back out. Yep, that was the... Hang on. Don't worry, guys. I'm having you on. You might have saw this earlier. I've got a much larger section. So this is the entire dockyard except that. That was there from a previous thing I did, but anyways. So you're coming from the Dripping Co. building onto this V-switch. If you go this way, you come to the cider mill. Under the crane, there's Salty, a brake fin, and the hand cars on a different siding. If you go on this track, because this is the only thing that goes from this track, so this track, if you go here, we got a long line with a bunch of ballast cars. If you go straight even more, you come to the little train garage I made a post about a while back from Brio. No review on this, so I'll just give you a quick rundown real quick, actually. Simple. You can go straight through it. Then there's a little red knob, and you can twist it. And the door goes on one side, and now the other side's open. Or you can do the opposite, have them both sides open, or have the other side closed. That shows the Brio logo. And then I put Rosie in here, actually. Let me fit this back in place and put Rosie in here. And there's Rosie. So then going further in, we have the switch, and there's Porter at the... I mean, it's kind of industrial, so he'd be at the paint factory, and around this corner there's a barrel loader with the, sorry I'm speaking fast, but... And the hand car. So then we head along, and here we have a scratch pad, and put some random Lego bits in here to make it look like a, scrap. Just random bits. And sorry it's so dark. Just, like, light it up real quick and get some shades so it's not just reflective. There you go. And then we head along to Mr. Jolly's Chocolate Factory. There's a charging station. Here's Splatter, and here's the final new item I got a while back. I think I got this off Macari or eBay. I brought Diesel off of Amazon. As for at the moment, my local Barnes & Noble didn't actually carry the TWR stuff. But that is where I picked up that train garage. I picked that up at Barnes & Noble. So go through, and then here we have the Abbey repair shed. So here we have an oil thing, and if I just can get into the corner, I put it right in the corner. I'm gonna take it out real quick. So press this down to the oil changes. This lifts the track up, so like just lock it in place. We have an engine up there, and then here's a paint thing. It's all a paintbrush, and here's an oil can. It's a really simple destination, but it's a really nice destination. So with that, we're actually done. Yes, we're done with the whole layout this time. There's nothing else. Right? Oh, I just tripped over something. Alright. Tree and like master for one moment. Alright, there we go. So, apart from that, it's the whole video. Sorry it is so blurry. I did not mean for that to happen. I'm very sorry for that. So, thank you very much. I'll give you a quick overview. This whole layout is going to stand in the very corner of my room. And then just, yep. Get a picture for the thumbnail real quick. There we go. Alright. Anyways, I'll bring it back down to where we started, and I will conclude this video. If it would focus. I have an idea. Here, focus on the face. There we go. And just in time. the workmen are heading off. It would seem Duck feels much better now. He'll be off to work soon. And for now, this has been Thomas the Train. And hopefully, I will see you soon. Bye.